It's very easy in a deadly force encounter to get tunnel vision, but don't let yourself get sucked into that. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Venezuela. Shows us an armed robbery here that goes really badly for the armed robber. It's going to teach us some important lessons here as defenders about keeping our tools on us, using them effectively, and not giving them up for lesser means of self-defense. As this one begins, this guy that's walking in the store is our armed robber. He's the bad guy here, and unfortunately there's not a camera inside the store, but we can see him launch the armed robber here, and you can see he's got a bag on his shoulder that wasn't his before. And now he gets shot in the midst of this armed robbery, and now it gets a little crazy as he's trying to get out of there, and he's stuck in this plate glass window. He's got a gun on him, and now the guy that shot him is trying to drag him back through the plate glass window, and when that doesn't happen, thankfully the guy's gun is jammed because this guy is going to crawl through it himself to disarm this guy. And if you're paying attention, the guy's gun here from the yellow shirt is actually sitting next to them, just above them there. He finally is able to disarm the guy, and another buddy comes away from, through the door, which was the smart way to go, and kicks the guy in this fight. Thankfully is over. Now he's able to go back and go, oh, I got to get my gun, and put it away already. And that's the gun he shot the guy with. Now he's going to keep the other guy's gun out. Now there's 8 lessons on our website on this one. Make sure you go click through for those. Let's talk about some of the most important ones. First one is that real life is stranger than fiction many times. But now I want to talk about what actually happens in defense. I can't tell you all the details of that, but there goes that first shot. And we're going to pay attention here. You're going to see the entry wound and the exit wound. This was not a miss. This went right through this guy. And so that's a reminder to all of us to use good defensive ammunition, if at all possible, and not FMJs. And we're going to see here that the armed robber got a couple of shots off, but he's still in the fight. So even when you shoot someone, you got to make sure that the threat has ended. If our good guy's still got a gun on him, he needs to be using it at this point, not discarding it. But, the guy's gun, thankfully, is going to either jam or run out of ammo. I'm not sure which. But we see the guy still in the fight and still trying to get away here. You can see on his back right there, that dark spot says that this is a through and through, that one actually went through him, and you can see it as it continues to kind of blossom. Now our good guy tries to drag him back through this plate glass, and I have no idea why he would let his gun go there, but he does. And now he's decided to get into a hand fight with this guy who has a gun on him and has tried to kill him already. Boy, folks, in that moment, I want you to keep thinking, because this was a really bad idea. But thankfully, our good guy's able to get 2 hands on the gun to start practicing the 5Ds. He's deflected. Now he's dominated. He's going to be able to distract and disarm. So he's going to get through all the entire 5D cycle, which is great. But he created this problem for himself, and I would just strongly recommend that you don't do that. But he's able to finally get the gun away from the guy, get some distance, and now disable him from attacking him again. And so he's finally able to kind of get that distance and get some compliance from this guy. But this problem has been self-created. If you have a firearm in the fight, stay at distance instead of getting in this close. Now again, this secondary guy comes in, kicks the guy right in the chest or the face, couldn't quite see exactly what, but you can also see right here on a perp's belly, you can see that dark spot on the light shirt. That looks like the entry wound to me from from the first time that he was shot in the beginning of the video, and thankfully he's out. Now our good guy finally goes, oh, I got to go get my gun here. And again, don't give up your firearm to try to go get one that you don't know what the condition of it is. Instead, keep your distance. At the end of the day, this guy did a fine job of defending himself. He came out on top, but I think it was a lot of luck. Instead, use your firearm effectively. Make sure it's loaded effectively. Use it effectively to cover your asp.